So you get the mind to go carry knife. Probably you kept it under the pillow and you fed your husband with a kind of drug that will make him drowsy. And you had the guts to carry the knife, carry your husband's gbola, and started cutting it like pepper soup. Some women get mind sha. Some of you, una no get fear for ayo. Again, I mean, what gut do you have over someone's life? What gut, as in, hey, Jesus, it is even the audacity for me. And for your mind, you will not be saying, I've been seeing him with different women. And well, did they tie you there? You get to a stage you no longer like what your husband is doing. What are you doing there? Is he your son? What right do you have? Were you thinking that you will do that and you will be set free and you will be allowed to walk free in the street? I feel if you are not mature enough to get married, I think you should just stay unmarried. Honestly, because you cannot, human being is human being. And from the beginning of life, we are meant to associate and socialize. You understand? You cannot just marry someone and feel like you will pocket the person in your pocket. You will not greet anybody. You will not talk to anyone. He will not even cough, all in the name that he used. Immediately you say, I do. You understand? Before you got married to a man, that man was someone's son. That man was someone's brother. That man had friends. At least, say, for instance, say you marry a man that is 30 years or 40 years. That man has spent 30 years of his life or 40 years of his life with his people. And it will be difficult for you to just come all of a sudden for a relationship of 1 year, 2 years. You will want him to write off everybody he had ever met for his 30 years or 40 years on earth. That is absurd. If you're not ready to get married, please stay put. For instance, I keep using myself to give an instance. When I saw that the atmosphere is a situation I cannot bear, that if I stay there, I might do something nasty, something that will even make God angry at me. You understand? I decided to leave, at least to secure the life of my children and also secure my life, because I saw that it was threatening life. You understand? So anyone you know you cannot do, please go. You don't have any right to end anybody's life. Whether you're a man or you're a woman and you caught your wife cheating or you caught your husband cheating, if you cannot bear it, leave. Leave. You don't have any right whatsoever to take the life of anyone. I know it's all this evil advice from evil friends. You're married, you will carry demonic women surround you. Any advice they give you, you just take it bumper to bumper. Now they've told you to go and cut your husband's gbola. You did. It pained me that you did not survive it. I wonder what would have been your excuses. That you saw him with a woman, so what? That he abandons you for another woman, so what? Is he your son? Is he your son? You gave birth to him? Did they tie you there? You did they meant? What is wrong with women? Oh? What is wrong with women? Some of you are so idling about that. What you do is just to go around fighting your fellow women that you felt your husband talked to. You forgot that before that man said, I do, there are a lot of people he was going out with. At least he had schoolmates, he had churchmates, he had compound mates, he had friends. And it must not be same sex. If you're not ready to get married, stay in your house. You must not say you're a woman, you want to go get married, and you just want to go and use key to lock up somebody's son. For Christ's sake, I have 2 sons here. As in, I know what the mom of that boy, that man, you cut his gbola will be feeling. It's a pity he could not spare your life. But then, it should be a lesson to other women. You don't have right over someone's life. If the marriage is no longer working the way you want, walk out. They don't tie you there. Now, if that man had not even taken you, this world would have been so miserable for you, just as it is miserable for your children right now. You are so senseless that you can't even think very well. You can't even think about the life of your children. You can't even think about your own life. You can't even think about the parents of that poor boy. You can't also think about the siblings of that man. You unlived. And I know if they ask you now, you say, he's cheating on me. Everywhere you go now, my husband is cheating on me. My wife is cheating on me. If you cannot bear it, leave. If you're already married and you see that it's a man whose ass cannot be at a place, or a woman whose ass cannot be at a place, and you know that you cannot withstand it, please leave than waste the life of anyone, because you don't have any right. In fact, it is even the audacity for me. It's even the audacity. The God you think you can unlife someone just because he got married to you, even if he's caught red-handed. Do you have any right to unlife someone? Can you create life? You can't give life. Therefore, you don't have right to take life. Enough is enough for women. Get yourself busy and stop all this nonsense, including men too. So like I keep saying it, no matter how sad you turn marriage still remains the best thing God has given us in this world. There is nothing to compare with love. Love is so sweet. We can never get it twisted. Love is beautiful. Love is life. I heard a lady the other day was saying, any die, I could get any woman with my husband. I will do this, I will do that. And now people will pursue man pass when they were single. And then they do this nonsense pass. Because it takes a woman to know that a woman. Eh? Now so rest in peace. There is actually rest over there because you took your life. You gotta face it. It's a lesson to other women that will want to buy the life of their husband or their wife simply because you find them with someone else. Enough is enough. Marriage is sweet, whether we like it or not. And if you're not ripe enough to get married, stay single than going into it to take the life of anyone. You dement.